Welcome dear student. Today we start with the autonomic nervous system. The nervous system get classified into the two types. First one is the central nervous system and second one is the peripheral nervous system. Again this central nervous system get divided into the brain and the spinal cord. And this peripheral nervous system get divided into the efferent or the motor and afferent as a sensory. Again this efferent or the motor get divided into the two types. First one is the autonomic nervous system and second one is the somatic nervous system. This autonomic nervous system also called as the involuntary and somatic nervous system also called as the voluntary. This autonomic nervous system get again divided into the three subtypes or mainly the two subtypes. They are the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. And third one is the enteric nervous system. These are the classification of nervous system. The autonomic nervous system. This autonomic nervous system acts on the smooth muscles and the glands. They controls and regulation of the heart, respiratory system, gastrointestinal tract, bladder, eyes and the glands. In that involuntary, the person has little or no control, and somatic, which is a voluntary, in that the person has the control on the skeletal muscle. Involuntary, it means it is called as the autonomic nervous system. Okay, these are the involuntary, it means they have the no control. And in somatic, which is a voluntary, it means they have the control on the skeletal muscle. Now the autonomic nervous system has the two sets of the neuron. First one is the afferent, which is also called as the sensory, and second one is the efferent, which is also called as the motor. This afferent send the impulses to the central nervous system for the interpretation. And efferent, which receive the impulses from the brain and the transmit from the spinal cord to the effector organ cell. Now there are the two branches of the motor or the efferent, which is the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. Now the function of the autonomic nervous system. This sympathetic and the parasympathetic division typically function in opposition to each other, but this opposition is better termed complementary in nature rather than the antagonist for an analog. One may think of the sympathetic division as the accelerate and the parasympathetic division as a brake. It means the sympathetic division, it is act on the fight or fight action and parasympathetic for the relaxation. The sympathetic division typically function in the action requiring the quick response, and the parasympathetic division function with actions that do not require the immediate response. Considering this sympathetic as a fight or flight action and parasympathetic as a rest and the digest. This autonomic nervous system divided into the two subtypes. Okay, first one is the sympathetic nervous system, all body to function the under the stress. Okay, it means the fight or the flight action. Primes body for intense skeletal muscle activity. Second one is the parasympathetic nervous system, that maintains the function and the rest and the digest. They are the counterbalance sympathetic function. Now see, this autonomic nervous system, in that first one is the sympathetic nervous system. They act on the fight or the flight action. And the parasympathetic, they act on the rest and the digest. These are the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay. In that the sympathetic nervous system, these are in the rest position. And the sympathetic nervous system, which is in the fight or flight, and parasympathetic in the rest position. Okay. In that the sympathetic nervous system, the eyes pupils get dilated. In the mouth, salivation get decreases. In the palm, skin gets wet. Okay. In the lungs, bronchial get dilated. Breathe more rapidly and the shallowly. In that the heart, heartbeat speed gets up. and stomach and digestion is get inhibited. And in that, the opposite case of the parasympathetic system, palms, skin is dry, okay, stomach and intestines, in that the digestion it gets stimulated, okay, in that the eyes, pupils get contract, in mouth, salivation get increases, in the lungs, bronchi constriction, breathe more slowly and deeply, heartbeat slows down. Now sympathetic and the parasympathetic effect on the body tissue. We already seen that eyes get dilated in the sympathetic system and constricted in the parasympathetic system. In that the lungs get dilated, the bronchioles in the sympathetic and constrict bronchioles and increase the secretion in that the parasympathetic. In that the heart sympathetic system increases the heart rate and in parasympathetic decreases the heart rate. In that the blood vessels sympathetic system constrict the blood vessels and dilate the blood vessel in parasympathetic. Gastrointestinal, in that the sympathetic they relax the smooth muscles of gastrointestinal tract and in parasympathetic increase the peristalsis. Next one is the bladder. In the sympathetic nervous system relax the bladder muscles and in parasympathetic constrict the bladder. Next one is the uterus. In that sympathetic they cause the relaxation of the uterine muscle. Salivary gland in the parasympathetic increase the salivation. These are the total parasympathetic and the sympathetic effect on the body tissue. Now next one is the comparison of somatic and the autonomic nervous system. Okay. Sensory neuron. Okay. In that the somatic senses and the spatial senses. Okay. Autonomic nervous system मध्ये mainly from the interoceptors located in blood vessel, visceral organ, nervous system that monitor the internal environment. Now effect are on the somatic nervous system on the skeletal muscle and in autonomic which is on the cardiac, smooth muscle and the glands. Next one is the control of motor neurons. In the somatic, voluntary control from the cerebral cortex and within the contribution from the basal ganglia, cerebellum, brainstem and the spinal cord. And in autonomic nervous system, involuntary control from the hypothalamus, limbic system, brainstem and the spinal cord and the limited control from the cerebral cortex. These are a comparison between the somatic and the autonomic nervous system. Now these are the somatic and autonomic nervous system. In that the somatic nervous system, central nervous system, these are the dendrites, peripheral nervous system, these are the axon and effector organs on the skeletal muscle. They releases the acetylcholine. Next one is the autonomic nervous system. In that the sympathetic and the parasympathetic division. In that the acetylcholine, this acetylcholine which is a preganglionic axon. These are the preganglionic axon which is a sympathetic, okay, and these are the postganglionic axon which is again the sympathetic, blue color which indicates the preganglionic, sympathetic and purple color indicates the parasympathetic. Sympathetic division releases the acetylcholine which is a preganglionic axon. These are the preganglionic axon. Sympathetic. Second one is the postganglionic axon. Okay. The preganglionic axon secrete the acetylcholine. These are the ganglion. Next one is the postganglionic axons. In that the sympathetic they releases the norepinephrine and they both are the act on the smooth muscle, glands and the cardiac muscle. Okay. Now next one is this preganglionic axon secrete the acetylcholine Okay, and in that the adrenal medulla, again the epinephrine and the non-epinephrine in the blood vessel. Okay, again act on the smooth muscle glands and the cardiac muscle. Next one is the parasympathetic. In that the parasympathetic, first one is the preganglionic axon. In the parasympathetic, okay, they secrete the acetylcholine. Okay, and the postganglionic axon also secrete the acetylcholine. These are the location of the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. Now sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. These are the comparison or the differentiation. First one is the origin. This sympathetic nervous system originated from the cranial, thoracic and the lumbar region of the central nervous system. And this parasympathetic nervous system originated from the cranial and the sacral region of the central nervous system. Next one is the main activity in the body. The sympathetic nervous system prepares the body for the intense physical activity, and the parasympathetic nervous system relax the body and inhibit the high energy function. Next one is the position of the ganglion. In the sympathetic, close to the spinal cord and away from the effector. Next one is the parasympathetic, which is away from the spinal cord and close to the effector. Next one is the size of preganglionic fibers. In that the sympathetic nervous system, the preganglionic fibers are the short, and parasympathetic, the preganglionic fibers are the long. Next one is the size of the postganglionic neuron or the fibers. The sympathetic, the postganglionic fibers are long, and parasympathetic postganglionic fibers are very few numbers. Next one is the coverage area for the preganglionic fibers. In the sympathetic covers a wide area and parasympathetic covers only a restricted area. Next one is the mode of effect. In the parasympathetic shows the diffuse effect in the area. Next one is the parasympathetic shows the localized effect in the area. Transmitter substances, in that the non-adrenaline release at the effector, and in parasympathetic acetylcholine release at the effector. Time of dormancy, in that the sympathetic dormant during the danger, and in that the parasympathetic dormant during the rest. Control, the sympathetic control reaction to the stress, and in parasympathetic control routine body activities. Homeostatic effect, in that the sympathetic excitatory homeostatic effect, and in the parasympathetic inhibitory homeostatic effect. Effect on the blood vessel, in sympathetic it get increases and parasympathetic it get decreases. Again the effect on the metabolic rate and the heartbeat, in the sympathetic both are get increases and parasympathetic both are get decreases. Now effect on the sensory awareness, in that the sympathetic raise the sensory awareness, and in that the parasympathetic restores sensory awareness to the normal level. Now pupils get dilated in the sympathetic and constrict in the parasympathetic. Now next one is the effect on the saliva secretion. In that the sympathetic inhibit the saliva secretion and parasympathetic stimulate the saliva secretion. Effect on the pulmonary system. The pulmonary system, in that the sympathetic dilates the bronchial tubules, and in that the parasympathetic constrict the bronchial tubules. These are the difference between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. Now peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system, which is consist of the 12 pairs of the cranial nerves arising from the brain and 31 pairs of the spinal nerves arising from the spinal cord. Sensory fiber relay information from receptor to the central nervous system, and somatic or the voluntary fibers connecting to the skin and the skeletal muscles. These autonomic fibers connecting to the viscera or the involuntary. Now the structure of one peripheral nerves. The peripheral nerves consist of bundle of a nerve fiber encased by connective tissue. In that the fascicles organize the bundle of nerve fibers. Next one is the connective tissue covering the epiperineum, which is outermost layer, perineum, which is the surrounding fascicles, and endomerium, which is the surrounding individual nerve. The blood vessel pass through the perineum and the epinerium. The capillaries within endothelium provide oxygen and the nutrients to the neurons. These are the figure for the scanning electron micrograph of a peripheral nerves. Next one is the nerve and the nerve fiber classification. First one is the sensory nerves. Conduct the impulses into the brain or the spinal cord. Second one is the motor nerves. Conduct the impulses to muscle or the gland. Last one is the mixed nerve. It means both the sensory and the motor nerves. They contain both the sensory nerve fibers as well as the motor nerve fibers. And the most nerves are mixed nerves. All spinal nerves are mixed nerves except the first pair. Next one is the cranial nerves. There are the 12 pairs of the cranial nerves. Now the first one is the cranial nerve from 1 to 4. First one is the olfactory nerves, optic. Second one is the optic nerve. Third one is the oculomotor, and fourth one is the trochlear nerve. First one is the olfactory nerve, in that the cranial nerve 1. Transmit the impulses associated with the smell. Olfactory, it means the which is associated with the smell. Next one is the optic nerves, which transmit the impulses and they are associated with the vision. Optic, it means the associated with the vision. Next one is the oculomotor nerve. They are the cranial nerve 3. Motor impulses to muscle that move the eyes, the eyelids, iris and the lens. Oculomotor, which is the impulse to the muscle, they moves the eye, eyelids, iris and the lens. Trochlear nerves, which is the cranial nerve 4. Motor impulses to muscle that moves the eyes, which is the superiorly oblique. Next one is the cranial nerve 5, which is a trigeminal nerve. Okay. Motor to muscle of the mastication, it means the chewing. 3 branches. First one is the ophthalmic branch, sensory around the eyes. Maxillary branch, sensory of upper jaw and the teeth. Mandibular branch, which is a sensory of lower jaw and the teeth. These are the cranial nerve 5. Next one is the cranial nerve 6 and the 7. 7 is the abducens nerves, which are the motor impulses to lateral rectus muscle of eye or the eye movement. Next one is the facial nerve, which is the 7 number. Sensory from taste receptor and motor of muscle of facial expression. Now this diagram is the facial nerves are associated with the taste receptor on the tongue and with the muscle of the facial expression. Next one is the cranial nerve 8 and the 9. First 8 one is the vestibulocochlear nerve. This vestibular branch sensory from equilibrium receptor of ear and cochlear branch which is a sensory from hearing receptor. Next one is the glossopharyngeal nerve, which is a 9 number. Sensory of the tongue, which is a taste, motor to salivary glands, and motor to the pharynx, which is a swallowing. Next one is the cranial nerve 10, which is a vagus nerve. Wandering mixed nerve, somatic motor to muscle of speech and swallowing. Autonomic motor to viscera of thorax and the abdomen. Sensory from pharynx, larynx, esophagus and viscera of thorax and the abdomen. And the figure indicates the vagus nerve extends from medulla downward through thorax and abdomen to the supply many organs. Next one is the cranial nerve 11 and the 12. 11 number is the accessory nerve. Okay. The motor to the muscle of soft palate, pharynx and the larynx. Motor to muscle of neck and the back. Next one is the 12 number hypoglossal nerves. These are the motor to muscle of the tongue. Next one in that these are the easiest for the 12 cranial nerve. Now see how to remember this. Okay. First one is the O, T, T, A, F, V, G, V, A, L. What is means by the O? O is the olfactory. Again, O is the optic. O is the oculomotor. T is the trochlear. T is the trigeminal. A is the abducent. F is the facial. V is the vestibulocochlear. G is the glossopharyngeal. P is the vagus. A is the accessory. H is the hypoglossal. Then how to remember? Now see, O is the one of our trained teachers asked for very good vada and Horlicks. Okay. One of our trained teacher asked for very good vada and Horlicks. Now see, first O it means the olfactory, second of the O it means the optic, next our O is the oculomotor, next T train for the trochlear, teachers T indicates the trigeminal, as A indicates the abducent, for F indicate the facial, V indicates the vestibulocochlear, good G indicates the glossopharyngeal, vada V indicates the vagus and A indicates the accessory and Horlicks H indicates the hypoglossal. And how to remember sensory, motor and the both? S indicates the sensory, M indicates the motor and B indicates the both. These are the easiest way to remember the 12 cranial nerve. Now these are the summary of the cranial nerves. Okay. First one is the olfactory. The fibers are the sensory. Structure innervated by the olfactory epithelium. Function is olfaction. Optic. These are again the sensory nerves. Structure innervated in the retina. Function is vision. Third one is the oculomotor. These are the motor. Okay. Superior or middle or inferior rectus. Inferior oblique. Okay. Function is the movement of eyeball. And brainstem nucleus is the oculomotor nucleus. Next one is that the parasympathetic pupillary constriction, ciliary muscle of eyeball, both via the ciliary ganglion. Function is pupillary constriction and accumulation. And brainstem nucleus is the oculomotor nucleus. Fourth one is the trochlear, which is a motor, superior oblique, movement of eyeball and trochlear nucleus. Trigeminal is sensory and motor. In the sensory, the structure is innervated by the face, scalp, cornea, nasal and the oral activities and cranial dura mater. And function is the general sensation and brainstem is the trigeminal sensory nucleus. In that the motor, muscles of the mastication and tensor tympanic muscle. In that the function is the opening or closing of the mouth and tension of tympanic membrane. And the brainstem nucleus is the trigeminal motor nucleus and trigeminal motor nucleus. Next one is the abducens. These are the motor and structure innervated by the lateral and the rectus. Function is movement of eyeball and the brainstem nucleus is the abducens nucleus. Next one is the facial. This facial is the both sensory as well as the motor. In that the sensory structure innervated by the anterior two-thirds of the tongue. Function is taste and the brainstem nucleus is the nucleus solitarius. Next one is the motor. In that the motor structure innervated by the muscle of facial expression, facial movement and facial motor nucleus. Next one is the stapedius muscle. In that the tension of ossicles and facial motor nucleus. Next one is the parasympathetic saliva and lacrimal glands via the submandibular and the palatine ganglia. Function is salivation and the lacrimation. And brainstem nucleus, which is the superior salivatory nucleus. Next one is the vestibulocochlear. These are the sensory structure innervated by the cochlea and the vestibular apparatus. In the cochlea, function is hearing and brainstem nucleus is the cochlear nucleus. Next one is the vestibular apparatus. In that the function is the poricipation of the head balance and nucleus is the vestibular nucleus. Next one is the glossopharyngeal. These are the both sensory as well as the motor. In that the sensory middle ear, general sensation, trigeminal sensory nucleus, carotid, body and the sinus, chemo are the baroreceptors, pharynx or the posterior one-third of the tongue which is a taste nucleus. In that the motor styropharyngeus function is swallowing. In the parasympathetic salivary glands via the otic ganglion function is salivation and inferior salivatory nucleus. Next one is the 10th one is the vagus. In that the sensory and the motor. In that the sensory, the structure innervated by the pharynx, larynx, esophagus and external ear, and these are function for the general sensation and the nucleus is trigeminal sensory nucleus. Next one is the aortic bodies and the arc. Chemo are the baroreceptor, thoracic and abdominal viscerals. The function is the visceral sensation. Next one is the motor. In that the soft palate, larynx, pharynx, upper esophagus. Function is for speech and swallowing and the nucleus is the nucleus ambiguous. Next one is the parasympathetic. In that the structure innervated by cardiovascular, respiratory and the gastrointestinal system. Function is the control of this system and the brainstem nucleus is the dorsal motor nucleus of the vagus. Next in 11th one is the accessory. In that the fiber is the motor. Structure innervated by the sternomastoid, trapezus. Function is movement of head and the shoulder and the brainstem nucleus is nucleus ambiguous cranial nerves. Last one is the hypoglossal which are again the motor. Structure innervated by the intrinsic and extrinsic muscle of tongue. Function is movement of tongue and the brainstem nucleus is the hypoglossal nucleus. These are the total summary of the cranial nerves. Next one is the spinal nerves. All are mixed nerves except the first pair. These 31 pairs of the nerves, they contain the 8 cervical nerves, C1 to C8. Next one is the 12 thoracic nerve, 5 lumbar, 5 sacral nerves and 1 coccygeal nerve. Now nerve plexus. A nerve plexus is a complex network formed by anterior branches of spinal nerves. The fiber of various spinal nerves are stored and recombined. There are the 3 nerve plexes. First one is the cervical plexus formed by anterior branch of C1 to C4 spinal nerves. Lies deep in the neck, supply to muscle and skin of the neck. C3, C4 and C5 nerve root contribute to phrenic nerve bilaterally. This phrenic nerve conducts motor impulses to the diaphragm. Brachial plexus, which formed by the C5 to T1 spinal nerve, lies deep within the shoulder. Branches include the radial nerves, which is extensor muscle of the forearm, wrist, and the finger. May be damaged with the crust. Next one is the ulnar nerves, which are intrinsic muscle of the hand and the funny bone. Next one is the median nerve, flexor muscle of the forearm, wrist, and the fingers, inflamed with carpal tunnel syndrome. Third one is the limbosacral plexus, which is formed by the T12 to S5. The branches include the obturator nerve, which is a supply motor impulses to the adductors of the thigh. Next one is the femoral nerve, supply the motor impulses to muscles of the anterior thigh and sensory impulses from the skin to the thighs and the legs. Third one is the sciatic nerve. They supply the muscle and the skin of the thighs and legs and the feet. Next one is the thoracic spinal nerve. This thoracic spinal nerve give rise to the intercostal nerve, supply the intercostal muscle, supply the muscles of the upper abdominal wall, receive the sensory from skin of the thorax and the abdomen. Up to that we have covered the autonomic nervous system.